Hey everyone, today we're gonna do some cooking. Actually, not so much cooking as it is just assembling some delicious ingredients. We're gonna be making my favorite spicy tuna sashimi. So this spicy tuna sashimi is a little bit inspired by Korea because we're gonna be using some Korean ingredients to make this happen. This combination of ingredients and flavors works great in a poke bowl as well, but I like my dishes quite simple, so I just eat it raw, with no rice, and dip it in some delicious wasabi soy sauce. I would also like to introduce you to my latest family member, my variegated ficus Audrey. Isn't she a beaut? She is. Ficus Audrey belongs to the ficus family, of course. It is almost a rubber plant, but it doesn't produce the same thickness of leaves as the traditional rubber plant does, but they have the similar shape. They have the similar stalks, bark, stems, you know what I mean. I am so happy with this little specimen. I'm very excited to see her grow. Gorgeous, gorgeous. You see those variegations. A lot of people refer to them as a lemon lime rubber plant. Since we're making sashimi, raw fish, it's sushi, I have poured myself a delicious glass of dry white wine. It's the only way to drink white wine. People who drink sweet white wine, you might as well just drink syrup. It's disgusting. Okay. Before we continue to this video, please make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. Give this video a thumbs up and leave me a comment, please. I would love to hear from you. Thank you. Alright, so this recipe is quite simple. We're gonna start out with a cucumber. You're gonna need about a quarter piece, split it in half, grab a bowl and scoop out the seeds. We want to cut our cucumber in similar cube-sized pieces as our tuna because that just makes it a little bit more convenient to eat. Put the cucumber pieces in the bowl. Then grab 2 to 3 pieces of green onions or scallions, or as we call them in my home country, spring onions. I like to get the thicker pieces because then 2 are enough. Cut off the roots. You can place these in water and regrow them again. You're gonna want to finely chop these guys. So I don't really use a recipe when I make my spicy tuna sashimi, tuna poke. I kind of just eyeball it all. And I'm basing this off about 250 grams of tuna. And as you know, we'll put the green onions, the scallions, the spring onions, whatever you call them, in the bowl as well. Grab a nice bunch of cilantro. I personally feel sorry for everybody that has this awful genetic disposition to think that cilantro tastes like soap, because cilantro truly tastes delicious. And you're gonna want to grab it in a tight little ball to chop it up finely. It's okay to have a little bit of stem in there because the stems really bring out the flavor of cilantro, and cilantro flavor is yummy. You don't have to chop the cilantro too finely because it's thin leaves. It will combine beautifully with the fish. One of the things that makes this dish so simple to make is the fact that Stalks Markets, the grocery store that I work for, sells these perfect size tuna cubes. All you have to do is just unwrap them and dump them in with the greens. Just make sure to dump off the excess water from when it was frozen. Look at those perfect little bite-sized tuna cubes. Alright, now we've got all of our raw ingredients, and here it's time to make our spicy dressing, our Korean spicy dressing. Cling, cling, cling. The most important ingredient for our spicy dressing is this hot pepper Korean paste. You can usually find this at all of your local grocery stores here in North America. I have seen it personally everywhere. It is in the Asian aisle. It is delicious. I know it has a name in Korean. I'm not even gonna attempt to pronounce it. So this dressing actually makes more than enough dressing than we're gonna need for this, but I like to make this amount because that allows me to control how spicy the dish is gonna end up. So what I use is about 4 tablespoons of the hot pepper paste. It is really thick. Don't rub your eyes. And then we're gonna use 1 tablespoon of this delicious Pemberton Haven Farms honey, locally sourced. Another ingredient that is difficult to get out of the spoon. And into that mixture, we're gonna put some rice vinegar and some water, just for the sake of consistency. So don't put all of it in there. You're gonna have to evaluate how thick or how thin you want it to be. And this is not a particularly easy blend to mix, so use a whisk or a fork, break it up, and just slowly work it into its place. Whoop, getting everywhere. Now we don't want to put all of this into our tuna and fresh ingredients. I recommend that you start with about 2 tablespoons. Mix it together and see how spicy you like it. I know oil isn't technically garnishing, but it's a little bit of garnishing. I like to take a little bit of sesame oil. Just for flavor. And then my combination of white and black sesame seeds. That nutty flavor just really balances out the acidity of the vinegar, the hot of the spicy pepper paste, and it just really brings this dish together. And that's basically it. I recommend making this dish ahead of time because allowing the tuna to marinate in the spicy mixture just makes it a little bit better, but you can also eat it right away. It tastes really, really good right away. And we're gonna plate it up a little bit because we want it to look nice for this video. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Like I said in the beginning of this video, this is a perfect thing to make as a poke bowl. But I love sashimi, I love raw fish, I love it uncomplicated, so how I eat it is just like this. But I also love soy sauce and I love wasabi. So grab a little wasabi, some kikkoman soy sauce, mix it all together, grab a little cube, Oh. And this is why we put a little cucumber in there. It's so great to have the freshness of the cucumber to balance out the fatness of the tuna, the spiciness, cleanse your palate a little bit. So good. I could eat so much of this. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope I taught you how to make something delicious, especially if you are a sashimi or a sushi lover. Give raw fish a chance, give tuna a chance, and find the perfect cubed tuna for you. Make sure to check out my social media. I'm doing all sorts of different stuff there. I hope there is something there for everybody. After all, this is a 70s variety show. I will see you next time. Bye.